fun to make some kind of like breakfasty thing. I've been seeing these recipes online for fluffy pancakes, Japanese pancakes, souffle pancakes, whatever you want to call them. I have been to Japan and I didn't get one, which will probably be the biggest regret of my life. But you know, I saw you can make them at home. The one that I found is the tasty Japanese pancake. Tasty kind of seems to know everything. The general premise is essentially to make the meringue, which is egg whites, and then to combine it with the pancake mix. And they don't specify what type, so I'll be using Betty Crocker because she's dependable. I feel like her pancakes will work out. And a couple of variations I want to make are chocolate and maybe like a matcha one. And then at least 1 out of 3 has to be good, right? So the odds will be in my favor. I will bring you over and I'll show you how I'm going to make them. Okay, you're gonna want to go ahead, add your sugar, your milk, spill a bit, and your egg. After I chose to sift my pancake mix to avoid clumps. And just go ahead and combine. I separated mine into 3 so I could add my chocolate and my matcha. I just did a teaspoon of each. I put with hot water to avoid having clumps as well. After, just set aside as awkwardly as possible. Next is the meringue. I'm using these egg whites that you have to titrate, which is kind of confusing. But they actually work pretty well. And an FYI, the meringue does take a very long time. If I had to estimate how much time, I would say several lifetimes. Foamy peaks, you have to keep going. Soft peaks, you also have to keep going. Until finally you get firm peaks or stiff peaks, and then you're good to go. What I did, I just separated into 3 bowls, and then I just lightly draped the pancake to the side and over to the top. This process did take some time, but you just have to be patient and avoid crushing the fluffiness of the meringue that you've just created. I did so for all 3 the exact same way. I put my pan on the lowest possible heat. My molds, I chose to use the wax paper method because I wasn't able to find small spring forms, but it actually worked pretty well. Like a little wax paper circle, and I'm thinking I will just put inside. Next, I lightly greased my pan and just spooned the mixture into the molds. I maybe filled them a little more than recommended. I just wanted them to be super tall. They are very tall. I put a little bit of water to help with the cooking process, and I just covered with a lid for 10 minutes. Your timer is set for 10 minutes. Something awful has happened. The matcha pancake it wasn't having it. I don't even think there's a way to save him. It's a sad day right now. Matcha's been quarantined because he was leaking. I think what happened, I was trying to put on the lid and somehow it like tipped the mold. I'm gonna do another one because it's just not the same to have 2. It's time to flip them. After checking on my matcha bay here, may he rest in peace. I think he's a bit raw, so the others might need some more time. I'm gonna give them like 3 more minutes. Flipping these was like flipping a giant melted marshmallow full of lava. I'm not exaggerating, it was really difficult. I ended up using my hands and it went something like that. I remade the green tea one as well, and I gave the plain one a bit more time. Yeah. So the plain one actually flipped a lot better with just a couple added extra minutes. So just remember to be patient, as that is the major key. Next, I took out the chocolate one, and I did just do a little bit of cutting around the side to clean it up a bit. And this is how it was supposed to flip, by the way. I gave the plain one just a couple more minutes, and then I plated all 3. Here they are looking fantastic. I think they're gonna stay together. Okay. Matcha's at the back because he's not as cute, but you know, he's still out here. Jiggle. Oh my god. Decided to plate the green tea one with some whipped cream and some added tea just to jazz them up a bit. Some chocolate and some berries on the plain one. Cue me shamelessly trying to get a thumbnail pic here. How do waiters do this? And they turned out like this. Next to taste test. First one. I'm gonna put a bit of syrup on it because, you know, I'm old-fashioned like that. Let's try it out. It's looking okay. It's really good. It's almost like custard-ish. The lightest, fluffiest texture. It's really nice. And I'm gonna go to try the green tea. Looks aren't everything. It's what's on the inside that counts. And maybe he has a great personality. He's like airy. Ooh. Oh my god. Wow. Overall, this one is very good. To try the chocolate one. Yes, look at. Okay, let's try. This one's really good. This one definitely tastes more like dessert than all of them. It's like a combination between like pancake and a mousse. It's so good. I think the chocolate one is the best. Anyway, I hope that this video helped you if you're trying to make Tasty's fluffy pancakes. It is very tricky. Some top tips I would say is just to use the absolute lowest heat like it says. Like, you do not want to overcook the top while the middle is cooking, because then when you cut it, it's just gonna be like crushing all the fluffiness you created. If you don't have the middle cooked, it's just gonna like. Second tip I would say is definitely make sure your meringue is like as stiff as possible. You want those peaks to be like on point. And then also definitely don't overmix it. Anyway, I hope the tips helped you, and I would love if you like this video and consider subscribing if you like recipes and DIY type stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!